much do you think the ability to get to the line can be an advantage and help this team? Obviously, you're good at that, but also now you guys have added Gallo. It looks like DeAndre Hunter is doing better at that. Just kind of overall.
Yeah, I think that's. I mean, that obviously is going to help us a lot. I mean, getting guys in foul trouble on other teams and just getting to the line and getting easy points is always a good thing. So the more we can do it, the better. And we've been doing a really good job so far, and hopefully we can keep it going.
I know drawing fouls obviously isn't like a new thing for your game. You've been doing it for a while, but has it developed at all? Is that a skill that has developed, or have you added any new like tips or tricks that let you do it better than maybe you did in the past?
I mean, since I've gotten to the league, I've watched a lot of guys that didn't really know how to draw fouls. A lot of guys that know how to draw fouls off screens and also driving to the hole. So I've gotten a lot better since I've gotten into the league. But I mean, there's still areas I can continue to get better at as far as drawing fouls. But I'm pretty good at it right now. Just gotta continue to learn and get better at it.
Lloyd mentioned that you kind of study opposing teams and look at kind of how they're going to come after you and then strategize like, okay, this is how I can get to the line in XYZ way. I just wondered like what kind of strategy is there or what kind of strategy do you have on that? Like what goes into that, you know?
Yeah, for me, it's a lot of film before the games, just knowing how the defense is going to guard me or expect. And so for me, that is one way, but also just it comes within the flow of the game. I'm able to pick up reads and understand after the first couple of minutes how they're guarding the pick and rolls or how they're guarding certain things, and I can easily just adjust to whatever. And I know when we're in the bonus and little things like that. I just know the rules. I think that's when it comes to drawing fouls. I just know the rules. I know when I set a screen, a big man can't just run through me. That's just the rules, and I just know the rules, and that's for me. I take pride in that.
Did you say there was anyone in particular who you looked at who was good at it, who you like used as an example?
No, there's a lot. No, there's a lot of guards. A lot of guards draw fouls in different ways. A lot of like this. It's not just one. It's a whole bunch of guards.
Gotcha. Thank you.
Kevin Chenard.
To follow up on what Sarah was asking about, when she asked Lloyd about the same thing, he mentioned a couple of times that you stop on a dime. Like it's normally we talk about athletes, it's how fast are you, how can you accelerate, but it seems like a lot of it for you, and Coach mentioned the same thing, is that you can decelerate. How did you incorporate that into your foul drawing, the ability to sort of slow down at the right moment?
Yeah, I train really hard in the off season on my balance, on my on my stop and starts and different things like that. So that's nothing that I don't work on. So my ability to stop and decelerate and go real quick is something that I really do work on, and that's something I give my trainer Trae and everybody here with the Hawk staff a lot of credit, because I continue to work on that all the time on my stop and start, because that's something that I can use to my advantage, especially being a smaller guard. Knowing when to stop and start is something I can use to my advantage.
Allison Mastrangelo.
Trae, without any fans in the stands, Coach Pierce keeps talking about creating your own energy and how the team has been creating your own energies. What have you guys found that's worked to kind of keep the energy up and going without having that energy from the crowd throughout the game?
I think we're just the ball's bouncing around. I think everybody's getting a feel for it. Everybody's seeing the ball go in a little bit. I think that always helps. I think that's really for us is what it's been. Just the energy we bring. I think everybody's been locked in from day one, and everybody's extremely motivated. So I think when you throw in all those things, you're going to get a lot of energy just out of that. And the guys on the bench are bringing a lot of energy as well. So everybody's engaged, and that's how you gain a lot of energy if you're on the road, regardless if there's fans or not.
And just following up on that real quick, the energy, the momentum now coming home, 2 wins. What does that feel like to have that home opener and just such a unique season to kind of end on or start on a high note, I guess, at State Farm?
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited to be able to go back and now we get to finally play on our home floor. It's gonna be fun. But like I said, it's gonna be different with no fans and without our Hawks fans in there yet. And but we just gotta continue to keep up what we've been doing and continue to get guys healthy and just go out there and play well.
We've got about two more. First from Christos.
Hello, Trae. I would like to ask you, you started pretty well this season. So what is the biggest strength of the Atlanta Hawks this season, and how enjoyable for you is to be on the court with those teammates?
I think the biggest thing about us this year is our depth. Just from top to bottom, we've been having a couple guys out because of injuries and things like that, and we've been able to have guys come off the bench and step up in big ways. So for us, it's all about staying ready and being ready when your number is called. So that's what I'm most excited about, and I think that's the best part about our team right now.
And the quick follow-up is about you. How big challenge for you is this season? And do you feel that you have a chance to establish your game as one of the top 5 guards in the league or to be in the MVP conversation?
For me, I'll let everybody else do all that, all the talking and debating. I'm just focused on my team and how I can help my team win, and all that's going to take care of itself. So for me, it's all about winning.
Thank you.
Our final question goes to Sarah Spencer.
I had one more question about getting to the line. I know you've been doing it at a pretty elite level for the past few years, or pretty much since you've been in the NBA. But I was wondering, when did it? Is that something you've been really good at since you were like really little, like when you first started playing basketball, or when did you start becoming really good at it? If that makes sense.
I think I really became really good at it in high school. Probably my sophomore, junior year, I started, having the ball more in my hands, and just, tired of people trying to bump me around and trying to be physical. Instead, I know the rules, like I said, and that's when I started really focusing on just knowing what I'm allowed to do as an offensive player and what the defense is allowed to do. And so sometimes I just use their size and their strength against them. So that's kind of just how I've always done it. And it's to answer your question, it's really been my junior year. It's probably when I really started focusing on it and started really getting good at it.
Thank you.
Thank you, Trae.
Gotcha.
I thought that was pretty good, man. That was a pretty good segue for me to Sarah Spencer to start it off.
You do give pretty good intros most of the time.
Man, I see you, man, trying to diversify the bag, man. Yeah, man.
John, what are your thoughts on how the start this team has gotten off to, and what are some of the big things that encourage you that you guys are doing well so far?
Well, I would say for me personally, the one biggest thing is that it's been offense, not defense, up until this point. I feel like our offensive sets have been, jumbled to say the least, or we haven't executed to the way that I myself or coach, all of us want to see us execute. But I feel like the intensity and effort has been there defensively. Obviously, things that we can clean up and get better at, but our mentality, our physicality. We've been sort of locking into game plans. I feel like has been giving us that cushion to sort of figure out and play with all the new quirks we do have offensively, because it's going to take some time to gel, but we're doing the best we can.
To gel, is it just a matter of, as much as you're talking out there, is it just a matter of playing through mistakes and just playing more games together? Like, how do you generate that gel?
No, definitely. Practice time, which obviously now with COVID has been strained, right? I feel like we usually have a lot more time to work out these kinks. But as the season, like I said, with COVID-19 and whatnot, we have to sort of just roll with it quickly. For instance, Big O, had a tough situation, hasn't had a chance to summer league or anything, and he just has to come in on the fly and learn. And the same goes for guys like Gallo, Clint, Bogey, who are, it's going to take some time for Trae to figure out what spots those guys, like it specifically, what natural tendencies that they have. And once we figure all that stuff out, then everything starts to gel,
Thank you.
Allison Mastrangelo.
Kind of going off that question a little bit, how different will your routine look for your first home game of the season with COVID and all the protocols? Is there anything extra different that you have to do this year or can't do this year that you could have done last year besides the COVID testing?
I mean, maybe necessarily if guys planned where, maybe go have a lunch or maybe, go mingle or something before the game. I know some guys like to get out the house and try to keep themselves up or active, maybe. But for myself, I'm usually a homebody, or I keep it pretty low key on game day. And I don't know if it's necessarily going to change anything, but it's probably just going to make us lock in a little bit more and allow us to, not have as many distractions coming into the arena, with it being no fans, no family and whatnot. So.
Christos.
Hello, John. I would like to ask you, do you believe that the first two road games of the season and the first two wins of the season, of course, is a kind of a statement about your potential as a team?
Yeah, definitely. Didn't really even think about the fact that they were both road wins, which is also, a tip to our hat. But, I like the build of our team, the makeup of our team. I feel like the statement we need to make is to continue winning. I like these wins, but, at the end of the day, it's consistency, which you guys want to see from all the young guys. And, that effort defensively, which I feel like we can show 9 in and 9 out. So definitely happy, try to learn all the good things you can, but not satisfied.
And a quick follow-up for you personally, what it means to wear the uniform of Atlanta Hawks and to represent the whole Atlanta city?
Yeah, I've been here 4 years now. Everybody can tell me I'm the longest tenure player, which is crazy to say. But I love Atlanta, man. Like I said, it's been my home. It's been the place that I've made home for the last 4 years. Having guys that I've built and played with, grow with me and still be here, it means something. So, it means a lot when I put on that jersey. Just knowing that everything I've done is for this organization, and I don't know anything else to give it to. So it means a lot.
Sarah.
You guys are having a lot of success getting to the line in the preseason and also through these first two games. I mean, I know that's a small sample size, but I was just wondering, what is it like to watch Trae and just how prolific he is at drawing fouls and getting to the line? I feel like it's something that can be frustrating to play against, but you like when, a guy like that is on your side.
It's nice. Well, for me, I look at the game plainly and I understand, Trae's a master. Trae's a master at getting calls, just to swat out. He understands how to get guys out balance. He understands how to get guys' momentum to sort of work in his favor. He understands how to sell a call and what the whole nine. So I feel like it's great. I feel like for me as a roller, I feel like I understand what I can do to sort of get him into position as well to sort of draw those fouls. So I feel like it's just an entire game that we play, not only, him, but me also. I think there was a play in there where Dylan Brooks was trying to press him full court. I stop up a little bit, give him a little space. He comes back in front of me, boom, 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 like quick stuff like that makes a difference. That was sort of a late game play, caused them to, go back to the line. And I feel like for me, it's amazing just to watch him go to work and to know that, hey, at the end of the day, Trae can get a call when he needs to. And then I got a shout out to Gallo as well, another master at getting calls. Didn't play last night, but that dude can also get a call when he wants, man. So it's nice to have two guys that can do that.
With you and Trae, do you guys talk about that strategy? Like, okay, this is what we got to do. Or at this point, is it just kind of innate?
No, never. So that one was really random. Or I feel like for Trae, honestly, I feel like if guys want to come play him out of control and pressure him, he's going to be like, all right, he sort of accepts it. Like in whichever way you want to play him, that's he's going to figure out what he needs to do to do the opposite to allow his game to flourish. And for me, that's just me analyzing. Okay, you want to push, you want to press full court. Well, I'm going to help my guy out a little bit. I'm going to give him some space. I'm just not going to let the defender, pressure him full court. But then Trae sees that and quick thinker, uses the opportunity. And I feel like that's where some of that natural chemistry comes in, is where he sees what I'm doing and he automatically knows what's the next step for him to get to where he wants. So it's a give and take, but he's the one getting the calls and making the shots. So shouts out to the ice. You know what I mean?
Thanks for walking me through that, John.
No, sure.
Are there additional questions for John? And if there are not, we will send Mr. Collins on his way. Thank you very much for joining us. All right, everybody. John was our final guest. So we will see you tomorrow at State Farm Arena, maybe virtually. Have a great day.